Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I wanted to share my bullet journal, how it's coming about, and everything. There's some things that have changed, some things not, and pretty much I use it, like a straight bullet journal, and then in the back I just have a little bit of memory keeping, and I also use it for social media. This cover, I decided, because it's getting just a little chunky, not too much, I wanted to use my Printpression Weeks cover, and because I forget what color this is. I don't believe he sells this anymore. I bought it one time when it was on sale, and I believe ice blue. Yes, I think it's ice blue, and it just fits a little better there. And because this is blue, I wanted to keep that. And so here's just a little, plastic Moterm card that I use if, to cut washi. Here's just a little Poe that I got from Sweet Kawaii Design. I ordered that, and I went ahead and ordered the kit for next month, and so I am going to get a little holographic one soon. I did get a different one, but it's way too big, and I just wanted a little one in the corner. So, and this is in a cover. I got it on Etsy years ago. I'm not even sure who made it, but it's specifically made for a Sneaker Weeks, which is a little, without the cover. It's just a little shorter. And so here I just have some pictures. I'm not a morning person. Pookie Bears, cuties, a little business card there. And again, I use this as a bullet journal. If you have not seen my original, oh, sorry about the glare there. If you have not seen the original video, I will link that below, and it kind of gives you an explanation of how I set up my bullet journal in Hobonichi Weeks. But again, I use it very functionally. And this is again, Sneaker Mega Weeks. So, okay, so here in the beginning, I just keep this for things that I want to buy. So if I think of anything, I just put it there. And then if I'm out and about, or if I'm going to go shopping, or if I'm going to buy something online, then I kind of keep that. Like my last two purchases were the yellow and purple mile liner. I used to buy like the whole set when I needed it, but now Michael's had a sale, and if I order a certain amount, I got free shipping, and so I went ahead and got it through Michael's. This is just an inbox, just like what the sticker says. If there's anything that I see, an app, a song, anything that I want to just not forget, I just put it there, and then I transfer it to where it belongs later. Here, I'm sorry, I don't want to show you the glare, is Joy to Plan. My husband made me that with the vinyl. He has a vinyl machine, and then I just have a little coffee thing there, die cut. Okay, so here, I really don't use this section. I did divide it into quarters, and then color code by quarter. And I did put a quarterly focus, but I really don't, I already know what they are, so I really don't look at this, but I just kept it, I put it in there just and I decorated it a little bit. Here, I just keep stats of my YouTube. Again, this is a social media planner also. And here is my monthly, and I already covered everything that's, private, and with little post-its. So if you see little stickers, that's what that is. Here's December. So I generally keep what I see here on my phone. I kept a paper planner for many years, and then I switched to a just a monthly on my phone. I can function very well just on a monthly. But then I started thinking about memory planning. My planners are more like planning / memory planning. I always have that in there, and I also have faith mixed in. So anyway, I wanted to document my month, because I can't open up my app and say 10 years from now, not that I would, but I have a hard copy for my kids mainly, not so much for myself. So I started off with doing tasks, like things that I wanted to get done by general, homeschool, YouTube, and then I color coded my YouTube. It didn't work out too much in here because I have too much going on. So I have that in my Stylogy, how I, schedule that a little bit. And down here, just projects. And I color code anything purple like that is, you know, my job. Blues are birthdays, holidays. Yellow, anything yellow is homeschool. Pink is my daughter. Gray is me. Green are bills or my husband. Okay. And I just brought you down a little bit more. Hopefully you can see now. And I have paydays. Yeah, so I try to put a little bit of stickers whenever there's birthday. And then I stopped doing that like in March, because what I did is from my future log, I would move whatever my, you know, my monthly tasks were, and then work from there, and then from there they went into my weeklies. But I cut this step out, and then I just go from my monthly, my future log directly into my I'll show you in a minute where I put it, and then from there I work. I don't think I cut a step out there, but it's working. So yeah, so these are my monthlies, and they're very functional, very messy. I did put, let me see, I don't know if I put that for every month. No, I didn't. So as the springtime comes, no, I didn't. So here in May, I started putting this month. So those are big things that I didn't want to forget, like farmers market started, the pool opens in the, you know, the end of May. Every year I always seem to, I don't know, the year just go by so fast, and I'm like, man, it's already been a month and a half and I haven't gone to the pool. So this kind of helps me to mentally prepare, even though right now we have graduation, you see a graduation cap there, and parties, and it's going to be real busy. And then around here, my oldest daughter visits on this day. So after this weekend, because we have a lot of graduation parties to go to, we just have a relaxed week to, you know, just be with family, go to the zoo, just go to the park, do stuff like that. So this month in June, I have it this month just because stuff is going on. My husband and my daughter are going to be gone for a week, and then when they get back, we're going to go camping as a family, and then I have a couple days break here and get ready to go to Chicago here. So I'll be gone almost two full weeks. And then when I get back, we have, what do we have? 4th of July, and then camping almost for, you know, almost 2 weeks. And camping for us is just very relaxing. I call it glamping because we, and I didn't add it this month, apparently camping, but it's glamping. My husband got blessed with a motorhome, so it has air conditioning. And so this month in August, Chesapeake Shores, I forget what season that is, the latest one, farmers market. Yeah, so if you see my schedule, it's not as busy as it is here and here. So because soccer will be done, basically my daughter will be done with everything. So September, yeah, now it's just doctor appointments, training. I have a 2-day training out of town since everything's going back to normal. So it's a little overnighter. And then my grandson's birthday is November, so I'll be going to Chicago to celebrate that. And then December. Usually the pages after December of the current year, you get like January, February, March of the upcoming year, but I covered it with Hobonichi paper, Hobonichi Weeks paper from another weeks that I've had that I never use all the paper. And then I just glued it down, and then I use this for yearly goals. And then here is my future log. So it started in February. Well, this is January, February. And then just like the bullet journal, straight bullet journal. And then here's June. And then I have here a little future log. So whenever something comes up, like this sale here, or something coming up, Black Friday, or somewhere, or something that I have that I'm not sure where to put it, I just put it in my future log. And then I figure out once I get to that month, I'll either do it or move it again to, you know, somewhere down the line. And I color code everything. This is what I use on a monthly basis. So basically, I don't like looking at the future log and flipping back and forth. It's chaotic to me. I don't know, just doesn't work with my brain. So this, I like drawing it, and then I like divvying it up by topic. So here's my general task: homeschool, which this will go away after, you know, graduation, planner, home, YouTube, work, and then church. I have not recreated this, so I have some blank sheets, and this looks messy because I used it for something else. I'm not sure if I'll continue doing this. I may. So I just need to remember to look here under monthly tasks. And I do. I just, lately it's just, I've been working off my daily to-dos. So here's our goals and projects. And actually I stopped using this and I created one in the back because I did 1 month at a time and I wanted 2 months. So monthly goals, I just have a tab, will be here in the notes section, and it's basically 1 month across 2 pages. And then these are like my homeschool goals, and then these are home goals. These could be personal too, personal or homeschool. And then this is, I needed to separate that. So yeah, and see, I have the rest of the year. I just have little stickers there to, but that works better for me than having everything in one little box. And okay, so here starts the year. And again, this is very functional. I use a lot of highlighting for color coding. I color code everything, and I'll just quickly, and every page is slightly different. You know, I try to do it as change on a week-to-week basis based on my needs. So here I had to split in half, and then my appointments were on this side, and then my to-dos, my daily to-dos specific, you know, my top 3s actually, sorry. And then these were general tasks. So this was all one day. This was too cramped for me just because of homeschooling, graduation plans. You'll see how that changed. This was just not working for me. I don't like weekly tasks. So basically list all my to-dos in a running list. That doesn't work for me either. I need to see exactly what I need to do on Monday. What exactly do I need to do Tuesday? And then I'll migrate if I have to, but I need to see day specific to-dos or tasks. Here I did a little bit of tracking. Here in the bottom, I always do what I'm planning to do for you, my YouTube. Like if I have an idea that comes, you know, pops in my head, I have a YouTube section in the back. And then here I just have phone calls, you know, that I want to make. Is mainly my family that I need to, you know, like my son. And yeah. And I don't always, you know, make the YouTube video. Sometimes I have things that I want to do or learn, and so I'll write that also. Here I didn't have anything. And then here was a busy, and I know what this means. I know what this all, here are my intentions. I like that word better. So using it kind of the same. These are weekly tasks. I still continue trying to see if it'll work for me in doing that weekly task. And then here's cleaning day, things we needed to get done for, you know, if there's, I don't know if somebody was spending the night, but we had major things going on. Here's a podcast I was listening to. Here's girls movie night. Yeah, it was going to be my daughter's birthday. She was going to have two girls staying over, so we had to really deep clean our house. And so sometimes this is blank, and that is fine. Here I flew out to Chicago, so I have my little stickers there, my little flight information. And sometimes I do balancing, like if I travel, keep track of what I'm spending. And then here I just wrote, I think I was trying to look at a main soccer schedule and just extract the days that I needed to text to my family, so they'll have, you know, the specific days. And so I just wrote it first, and then I texted instead of doing it a long way. And so this is soccer season starts, and I just put a little sticker there. And I really prefer scratching things out visually. I got that from Amanda's Favorites. If you don't follow her, she's an awesome YouTuber, does a lot of reviews, great explanations on what she shows on her channel. But I'm always looking, you know, for an open box, or I like dots, you know, but I started crossing these out, so then my eyes only went to what was open, and that was easier for me. And so I started doing that. And then I put stickers of daily, you know, holidays, just try to sticker it up a little bit. And I know this looks messy, but this works for me. And anywhere you saw soccer, those are just games. And it's just a lot of, this is when I went to my okay, so here I really went to my dailies, I think around this time. And so this, instead of a list of to-dos, it changed into my weekly focus overview. So what were my big ticket items that I needed to focus on this week? That's what I wrote there, and I color coded. And then so if I had tasks to do for each item, that will go in my dailies. I have a spiral, you know, I think it's the B6 size, just an inexpensive spiral notebook from Walmart, and that's where I write. And again, it's messy planning. And this, I was at nationals and with my daughter, and so I didn't, just the flight information, you know, my appointments, kind of what she was doing. But that's, I didn't have time, you know, to really plan anything that week other than, you know, what we were doing. So here again is this week's focus. Okay, so here in April of this week, I started really utilizing this section for my scripture. I really want to focus on my Spanish. Spanish is my second language. And so, you know, when you don't use something, you start losing it. And so I wanted to practice, but in a way where it's feasible for me to do it. I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to read a book in the month, and because I know I'm not, with so many things going on, I don't have time. But I wanted to do it via scripture. So here's a memory verse, and then I write that same verse in Spanish. And here's a little tracker of things that I want to do, you know, kind of just little reminders to myself. This is not like a taskmaster or anything. So this right here is an affirmation. And then here, you know, I didn't have anything for YouTube. And then my son. And I try to use a little bit of stickers here, but this again is very functional. So, and then I move my affirmations up here, my memory verse, my little Poe, he's so cute, and then my tracker here, and then my this week's focus. If you notice, I have a lot of things scratched out. So here I did not scratch, you know, like use my marker, because I found that there's certain things that I did not do this week, or I didn't want to do this week, and so I crossed it out. So in this week's focus, if I got it done, then I just, you know, make a little X on it. And then sometimes if I need to write extra notes, I'll put it on Post-its and just put little reminders here. And yeah, so I'm really liking this week's focus, the affirmation scripture, both in English and Spanish, the F in English and Spanish. And this is working for me perfectly. So what I did also is, see, here is the last week where it's a shorter column or more narrow column for my appointments. Because my to-dos are going, you know, into my spiral notebook, this, I made it wider. And so I just use this for reminders. So, you know, I put timesheet there, but that timesheet is on my other main planner. So I just keep it there for visual sake, you know, just so it doesn't hurt for me not to forget to put in my timesheet. But this is really working where this is wider. So now I can make my appointments, and these are for reminders, and this week's focus, and on that goes the same way. This is my current week. Now you notice that this doesn't have anything. Sometimes I don't have a memory verse that comes to my heart. And sometimes it's Wednesday, and if I'm reading something, like today I got a scripture this morning as I was doing my devotions that I want to write here. I just haven't had a chance to do it because, again, I was adulting, washing dishes and cleaning my house. My husband went to work, and I'm not always great. I always say, I'll do it later. And then the evening comes, and yeah. So anyway, so I want to write that here, my affirmations. And this tracker is really not working for me because I don't check it. This is kind of after the fact. I'm like, oh, did I do this? You know, so I may just stop doing that for a little bit until I feel led to do it again. And yeah, so this is everything that's going on. And then also put reminders, like when stuff, I have a JCPenney rewards that it's going to expire, so that kind of a thing. So I just put this week's focus here, and my daughter graduates here, so, and that's it. And then my daughter's going to be visiting with my grandson, and so I just put a little post-it of just ideas of things to do. And then this is pretty blank. These $2 Tuesdays and Freebie Friday, that's from Sweet Kawaii Design. That came in my kits, and so I just put them in there. And then, but I did update this for the whole year of my appointments, birthdays, bills, paydays. So let me just quickly go through here. So what I do is I update my phone first, and then I update this, and then it goes into my dailies. So this is just something, my AM routine, PM routine, and a little scripture that I keep there. And so let's go to the back. So this is the rest of the year. Then I got stickers for, you know, the holidays. I just wanted to use them up. So here starts my the notes section, and these are an index, and I color code what specific. So if it's homeschooling, it's yellow. If it's specific to planning or me, then it's gray, and on and on. So this is a little something that I made just some time ago, and I keep it there. Just have some vellum. So this section is my 9 pillars. I'll try to explain it. I always get questions on this. I got this idea from a YouTuber. I haven't seen her make videos for a very long time, so I'm not even sure she's still making them. But she had made a self-care journal based on, she was going through some counseling, and this, I believe this is one of the things that was recommended. And so I took this idea, and basically is you have 9 pillars, which is family time, leisure, me time, growth, exercise, friends, contribution, us time, which is my husband and I, and work. So basically a person should be, to be well balanced, have something in each of these boxes. So my family time is going to be always the biggest box, and that is the way it should be for my life. And that's the way I like to see it. And then I always have leisure, me time, which is always the same thing, because I always find time for myself. When I was younger, I never did. So now that I'm older, that's a necessity. Growth, what am I doing to personally grow? Exercise, I only walked one time, like a program. Friends, contribution, and that's, so it's just basically, it's not a task, again, a taskmaster, but this I love to see as, and I take this information off my planner, mainly all this, and in my planner I have this little, here, let me show you real quick. So basically what I do, and this is my Stalogy, my daily planner, if I put a little check mark in this little corner, and it tells me that I updated this page, and then when I have a circle around it, that means I updated this. So I had to, because sometimes I forget, well, how far back did I update this? And I had a hard time, so now I just came up with a coding system for myself. And just here I had a little bit of white space, so I just put love this, love my family. And here I just keep quotes. I go on Pinterest or the web, the internet, and I just find something that's meaningful, and then I just decorate. And so now I have, this is April and this is current. So I have, a good bird's eye view. Again, this is not a taskmaster, but if I see, like right here, I say, I haven't exercised this month. I should do that. I try not to get too serious about that kind of stuff. Now, if it's family time, yes, I do take it seriously. Or friends, my main family time, I have to, because life gets busy, so I always make sure that I just make some time to have lunch with my oldest daughter or one of my older girls and watch a movie. So now I need to take, you know, I want to take my other daughter out. So I just making sure that I spend time, quality time with my kids, each of my children. So this is just decorated for the rest of the year. I really like the pink and the brown. And then that, and then that's November, and that's December. So this is my monthly, as I showed earlier. You know, goes for the whole year. Again, this side is for personal goals, and this is for home goals. And then my next section is my YouTube. I won't show too much of that. It's just ideas, you know, anything I learn, I just write it there. This is just notes. This is encouragement, people that I follow, that if I want some encouragement, I can go to those either YouTube or Instagram. Here's my daughter's birthday. It was a 2-page spread. I just wrote down some goals, some of my routines, some faith resources, health resources. I'm always in the back of my head, oh, where can I get this? You know, I want to find some ideas, maybe on some healthy foods. And so I forget. And so now I have that. This is grad notes for my daughter. This is my cat that she got sick. So I want to document that. Here's some daily cleaning routines, ideas. I forget where I got that from. This is a packing list. This is another packing list that I used, but I didn't cross it off. I just kind of went off the, I don't know. I just didn't cross it off, but I did take it. This is Sweet Kawaii design. Just a little information. I was getting really into it, you know, how, what did I want to order, kind of like a wish list. This is what I ordered from Pookie Bear's Designs and Sweet Kawaii Design. Here's another packing list for Chicago. This is just information. Now here in this next section, and I have a video on this and how I decorated this, but this is a memory a day and also documents my social media. So this is a sticker from Sweet Kawaii Design. I love these. I want to get some more of these. These are all vinyl. So introverted but willing to discuss dogs. Now I already showed this in my previous video, and I'll link it below if you want to see it. I really enjoyed putting this all together. So here is just a memory a day, just one memory a day. And then here I did cheat. I put 2 because these blank boxes have like information, and so to me it's like I can still put something in there. So here my daughter was sick, so I just put a little tea bag. Okay, so here is just YouTube and Instagram, and so whenever I do that, I just make a, you know, I what do you call it, scratch it out, and then here I put the name of the video or the type of video that I make. So here I didn't make any videos. I'm supposed to be making at least 2. I want to make at least 2 a week. And I looked at this is Mother's Day, and so I did post on my Instagram, not as much as I wanted to, but none in my YouTube. So here's this week, and I'm making a YouTube video today. So yeah, so this is cute. And so I've been debating whether to continue with the itty bitty, and I already showed you this in my previous video, but I have enough for the rest of the year. And then sizes for the Sweet Kawaii Designs, you know, different sizes they have: vertical, horizontal, impression, itty bitty, and Hobo Weeks. And these are my current planners. And then I just have like note pages. I forget how many I counted yesterday. I think 60, I want to say, for the rest of the year. And that's fine, because I just use this for packing list, for anything that I need to, you know, quickly write. Now this, the back of my weeks, I always keep it for documenting my holiday, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So I've done it for at least 2 years, maybe 3. I would have to look, but I just put some washi just to make sure I wouldn't use these pages, and I gave myself some extra pages just so I can write some extra things, and if I don't use it, I can just add pictures. So this is just some washi from Planner Perfect that I had, pumpkin, and this is Christmas washi. So this is my Christmas section, and I just typically write, like, you know, what my plans are, movies we want to watch, things we want to do, if you know, who I invited, the food, make a food list, make a gift list of things we want to buy, Then I make a list of what everybody received in my family, and just all that that's all gets filled up. And so here is New Year's. And so I normally use Christmas washi for New Year's, and I thought, why do I do that? So I just put some gold foiled, and so I gave enough for New Year's, and I do the same. Food, what we did, details. And here's an index, and this is just the very back. This is a wish list, gift list for my family, my wish list. Okay, so here's my YouTube videos recorded. So once I record, in the very front, I keep track of I also keep track of my Instagram up here. It's not like, I keep track of my numbers, even though it looks like I do. I like to track things like that, because if I ever look back and say, how many years I've been doing YouTube, I wish I would have tracked it and kept it, just for curiosity's sake. And also my Instagram is, I don't know, I don't pay attention to the numbers, even though I write them down. I don't know if that makes any sense. I do this for fun. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy fellowshipping with other, the planner community, and making friends, planner friends. I don't, here where I live, I don't have any planner friends. There's, many people have that interest, and maybe they do, and I don't know about. But anyway, so I just have fun, and I share, my passions, and I love, and I just love sharing. So this is my YouTube section. And then my next section is I have bills. So here, meals, things to do in 2022, planner expenses, which I didn't even keep track of that. Places I want to visit in Chicago. Songs I like. When I hear a song, it's like, and so I quickly put it back here, and then I go to YouTube and I find it, or in my Amazon Music. Here are filters, and I don't use filters. I mean, I don't show my face basically on Instagram, but sometimes it's like, well, let me just write them because they look cute. Somebody had it. Here's just some different shops. Again, I am totally new to the sticker world. I don't plan to be ordering like tons of stickers. I'm just going to order my kit from Sweet Kawaii Design because I enjoy it. It helps with my memory keeping, and my social media in my weeks, what I enjoy doing back here. And just for consistency's sake, I want to keep it up. And it's something that I will treat myself to. So, but I did write, if I hear something, Pookie Bear Designs, I may, if I'm interested, maybe I might buy her functional. She has functional sticker packs or functional kits, and a month-to-month basis. And it's not a subscription. It's, she puts it out at the beginning of the month between, I think, the 1st, but they sell out pretty quick between the 1st and the 10th, and then she ships them out. And every month they're just functional stickers, and they're based on a color scheme. So I was going to order this month, but the color scheme was just not to what I normally use, and so I didn't order it. So I'll check every month, and if I'm interested, then I'll order that. But I can use that in any planner. I can use that in my Stalogy. Here's Brain Jump Trigger List, and this is I got from years ago. And yeah, that's it. And then just Post-its back here, and here is my my GTD. I always say I do a dash of GTD because I think I only use the inbox section of the GTD system. I like to bring in different parts of different systems that I like and that work for me. This is just more Post-its. Here's the bullet journal. I'm mainly a bullet journaler, and that's just the way, I like to plan. It works for me, but this is the back of it. But that's all I have. And if you have any questions regarding anything that I had in my planner, anything that I'm using, or anything that I wrote out, please feel free to ask in the comments. I'd be happy to answer questions. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, because that really helps, to put my my videos out there. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you that watches my videos. Again, thank you, and until next time.